Hello, my name is Jason Williams, and welcome to my Xingyiquan Sanxi YouTube series. Sanxi Xingyiquan is one of the three major styles of Xingyiquan, and we're going to be looking at some very fundamental aspects today, particularly what's called the Wuji stance. Now, the Wuji is called the empty stance, and it's called that because not much is going on in it. It's just kind of, you're standing there. Now, it's very, very important to stand there. The Wuji is a meditative posture. This is very important. You're going to be standing like this a lot because it's a way to draw energy into us. Now, one of the first thing you want to do, and I'm going to show a close-up of this, is you want your feet comfortably pointing outward. Now, some people say, oh, the feet should be 45 degrees, or they should be out here now. Whatever is comfortable for you. Okay, if standing with the feet, if you measured off in 45 degrees is putting a little tension on your knees or something, widen it out a little bit. We don't want any tension, any excessive tension. One of the things that kind of irritates me and annoys me about Hsing-i videos and books is that they'll say your body must be totally relaxed. Well, that's not exactly true. Just standing straight, there's some tension in your body, particularly in your legs and some of your back, to keep you upright in your posture. You can't get away from that. If you were totally completely relaxed, you'd be collapsed onto the floor, and just laying there. Okay. Now, the first thing we want to do to adopt this stance is to put your feet, and I'm going to show a close-up of this right now. And this is how I put my feet, to where they're probably a little more than 45, but pointing outwards toward, kind of like if the lines intersected, they make a V right in your feet. Now, next up, we've got the knees, okay? Now, the knees, we all know from grade school musicals where you're standing on the stage for long periods, don't lock your knees up. That cuts the blood flow off and you can pass out. Well, you also don't want to be too bent, okay? So you want to find that kind of that happy medium that there's, it's comfortable for you. Okay, next up, the hips. The hips, of course, are in line with the shoulders. You're looking straight ahead. You're not, kind of turned in one direction or the other. Now, if you look at it from the side, your back, there's a little curvature in your back, and it's natural. Now, the shoulders, a lot of people sometimes stand and, bodybuilder types, and they'll stick their chest out. You don't want to do that. You want your chest just to be naturally kind of curve a little bit. Now, you don't want to come too far forward or too far backward. Actually, if you kind of go to those extremes and kind of find some place in between where you're comfortable and you're not exerting a lot of force or muscular power to maintain the stance, that's where you want to be. Now, the head is pointed straight ahead, and your head should be tilted at an angle, another comfortable angle. What you should do is close your mouth, tilt your head all the way back, and then all the way down. Now, if you notice you tilt your head all the way down, there's stress back here in the back of the neck. Okay, well, what you do now is after doing this and this, go up a little bit and then back down to the point where you really kind of start to feel that tension is hitting the back of your neck, and then stop. Okay? The arms are just held loosely at the sides, no particular hand forms or anything. Your fingers are just kind of dangling. When during this stance, you can kind of shake around a little bit if you feel some excessive tension getting in your body. Now, the mouth is closed with the teeth touching, and your tongue, you want to curl it back up and touch the roof of your mouth where it's soft, and behind the palate area back there, where it's the area where the nostrils provide oxygen when your mouth is closed and you can't breathe in your mouth. You shouldn't really breathe in your mouth anymore than you have to. But breathe in through your nose, and that air goes down from your nostrils into your windpipe, and that soft area there is the palate. So curl your tongue up and just touch it with the tip. You don't have to forcefully touch it or push on it. Just kind of touch it. Close your mouth. Eyes pointing straight ahead. Okay? So if you adopt this posture, first the feet flat on the floor, Nice angle, probably 45 degrees or above. Knees bent, hips in line with the shoulders and the feet. Arms at your sides, shoulders relaxed, slightly bowed naturally with the contour of the body. Head at the right level, teeth touching, tongue and palate, eyes looking straight ahead. Now, if you'll stand here and breathe in. Now, this is the important part of the breathing. Normally, if you see people breathe, they're breathing into their shoulders. That's, into their top part of their lungs. That's wrong. Where you want to breathe is here. Take your hand and make kind of a crack claw like this. Put the thumb in your belly button and then touch your abdomen with the forefinger. All right, that point right there where the forefinger touches is what we refer to as the dantian. Now, this is the energy center of the body. A lot of texts will describe the dantian as being right on the surface of the skin. It's actually not. It's actually back in the middle of the very thick lumbar vertebrae part of the spine. But this is where we focus on breathing. When we breathe out. And I always imagine like being a rod that would push a button out here somewhere. And if I move my abdomen outward and push that button, I've achieved my goal. You don't want to inhale into your chest. This allows the air to go to the deepest part of the lungs. Now, when you exhale, you're inhaling and exhaling out your nose. Your mouth is not open. If you have a really bad cold or like congestion or something like that, don't try this because you're not going to be breathing correctly. Clear your nose up first. Now, you're standing here. You're breathing into your abdomen. First, you may even want to put your hands here. And don't try to breathe in and really stretch your abdomen. It's just normal breathing, in and out, in and out. If you do this and concentrate, think about your parts of your body. Do you feel any tension anywhere? And if you do, maybe kind of shake it out. And sometimes in some of the stances, like the Sanxi stance, there's going to be some tension. But I'll teach you how to work with that and deal with it. But if you stand here, what you do is stand here, observing all the posture points I'm giving you. And you breathe for 5 minutes. Your hands should begin to feel like they're compressed air inside. They're going to feel kind of heavy and kind of, firm, without any muscular effort on your own. Okay? This is the chi going into the hands. Okay? This is what you want. All right? That's a good thing. And you also might feel some pain. Little pains here and there in your body, or maybe some chills or tingles. What that is a damaged body part. And when that energy travels through there, it's going to kind of trip that off and irritate a little bit. I've seen some people that have done this, and some of the guy was like, oh, ouch. I got hit with a softball there, like 15, 20 years ago. And I can really feel that in there. Well, that's really a good thing because that energy is helping me heal that part, which probably has never healed. Now, when I stand like this, I can feel the energy flowing up through my legs and into my arms. This probably will not happen with you immediately until you really get used to this. You've got to make sure you're standing correctly and, go over. Some people kind of begin to maybe lean back like this, or, you got to kind of watch yourself and get away from that. Sometimes standing in front of a mirror or something will help you. Okay, this is the very basis of everything from here on out. If you don't do this, don't even bother, doing the other. Now, you don't have to stand like this in Wuji for 5 minutes every day, because you're going to be standing at the conclusion of the forms that you're going to be doing. But if you just start like this and stand for 5 minutes a day, maybe for a week, you're going to start to feel, some power here and there in your body. And that's a good thing, because our bodies are mostly energy. We've got, right now you're looking at the arm or something, there's blood flowing through there, the cells are working, atoms are, electrons are spinning around atoms. We are energetic beings. What you're doing here is you're just getting in touch with your energy. You're realizing it's there, and once you realize it's there, it can really have a profound impact on your health and your well-being and everything, and the power that you have at your disposal. And I'm going to be showing you that power in some of the next videos. And that's it for now. Practice, 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 and we'll move on next video.